good day po sa ating mga 2A and 2B kids. So, for our last series of lecture for your health information system. So, last topic natin ay Introduction to Change Management. So, what is change management? Basically, it is an approach to transitioning individuals, teams, and organizations to a desired future state, and it may also be known as refer to a project management process where changes in the scope of the project are formally introduced and approved. So, ano ang relevance nito pagdating po sa ating hospital settings? Basically, ito yung resistance nung ibang yung pag-upgrade natin ng equipment, ng techniques, ng processes. Pero sa inyo kasi yung change management basically is why are you transitioning from a technology or for a equipment na ganito yung kayang gawin tapos ililipat siya dun sa medyo mas modern. Okay? Tapos, what are the driving forces as well as the restraining forces of change management? So, basically, it depends on the budget. Halimbawa, merong bagong leadership na pumasok dun sa hospital nyo. So, may chance na i-upgrade nila yung mga equipment. So, basically, it's changes at the top. Tapos, yung restraining forces niya, yung career-based organization. Although, sa side nyo, usually yung changes sa upper management, yun yung nag-force niyan. Okay? Tapos, with regards sa change management as well, if the results are not there, kunwari, hindi kayo consistently nagkakaroon ng top earning na hospitals sa area nyo, this is usually what happens. Pero ito guys, linawin ko ha, ito po ay umuubra dito sa Pilipinas. Sa ibang bansa kasi not unless super private ang hospital, this doesn't happen often kasi usually naka-board of directors sila or board of trustees tapos ikot lang ng ikot yung kung sino yung magiging president for the year or for next 3 years or for the next 5 years. Tapos we have here now the change management strategies. So the first one is empirical rational strategy. So please take note of this content or this part of the PowerPoint slides kasi baka sumama po ito sa inyong exam. Normative reductive strategy, power coercive strategy, environmental adaptive strategy, and in choosing for a strategy that you will implement, there are also considerations. First one is the degree of change. Second is degree of resistance, population, stakes and time frame, and also expertise and dependency. So why is there a need for us to have a change in leadership model? Because a change in leadership model accelerates and focuses change and provides a common language, and it also engages managers in living the change rather than delegating it, and provides a simple checklist and tools. Yan. So, ito yung diagram natin in a leadership change model. So, from current state to future state. So, basically, the future state is ano yung 5-year plan ninyo, ano yung 3-year plan, ano yung gustong mangyari nung new leadership or nung mismong upper management, which is why they are implementing it. Tapos, in defining the change, you please take note of this 4 items kasi this might also come up in your exam. So, this is self-explanatory na lang po in essence. So, please take note of this na lang. And also, the leading the change outcomes. So, change initiative team and also the roles. Okay? And in leading the change, sino po ang mga dapat na in charge? Ayan. So, bigay lang ako ng ilang seconds para hindi na kayo pause kapag ito yung inyong pinapanood. Okay, so stakeholders basically, ito yung mga kayo yung mga employees, kayo yung mga patients, kayo yung mga naglagay ng pera dun sa hospital, kayo yung counted as stakeholders kasi you have an interest kapag kumita or naging successful yung hospital. Tapos, bakit po tayo may term na resistance? Kasi ang resistance po, in the event na meron kayong changes either sa management, sa equipment, sa process, there will always be some people or some persons or individuals na ano diyan, kumbaga kumukontra. So, pwedeng kontrang habit na talagang todo ano sila, todo resist na vocal. Meron namang iba, quiet resistance lang. So, ito yung types of resistance natin, yung tatlo. As mentioned earlier, please take note of them. Baka po lumabas sa inyong exam. And what is the need for us to close gaps? So, yung gaps po ay yung mga nagre-resist, itatry natin ipabalikin dun sa common good or dun sa kung ano man yung planong gawin nung ating planong gawin ng inyong new management. So, yan yung key factors niya. Tapos, we also have types of communication for you to be able to give and state your to be able to state your way of change. Kasi this is how you will tell them that this is the transition that you want. So, we have written, events, and one-on-one. Tapos, we also have here top 10 measurement mistakes. So, gustuin ko bang sabihin hindi siya kasama sa exam, guys, isasama po natin yan. Sorry, kasi items yan eh. And also, ito rin, 10 tips for a good measurement plan. So, make sure po at least mabasa siya bago po tayo mag-exam next Wednesday. Yan. So, this will conclude our lecture 4. So, medyo mas mabilis ito compared dun sa lecture 2 ninyo. Kasi, kumbaga, mas konti yung items na kukunin ko dito. So, I hope na kayo po ay nag-enjoy sa ating one semester na magkakasama. And hopefully, this is not the last that you will see me teaching a medtech course. So, thank you guys. Salamat po.